Welcome to the Great Lake Smoke Podcast Show. What we talk about basically is the love and the passion of cigars, pipe smoking, tobacco, alcohol, brothers chilling out and having a good time, laughter.
Well, how else are you gonna, enjoy a nice bourbon?
And you kind of went animalistic on tobacco buying, haven't you?
And the Rocky Patel, pure and simple. I don't know, that thing just tastes so good.
Welcome to another Great Lake Podcast Show, 2021. Oh, it's a new season, a new premiere, and we are excited. Not only
excited
that,
to get rid of last year.
Yeah, the hell of 2020, guys.
Man, what a bummer that was.
We are on, and we are looking forward to a fantastic new season. Bob, spread to your right. Look what we got behind us, folks. A new sign, a backdrop there. Great Lake Smoke Show. And we got a fantastic brother who took care of that for us. So thank you. Like we kind of left you last year about things might be changing. We're doing some different things. Well,
let's not talk about that right now.
Well, we gotta let them know.
No. We'll keep them hanging.
But they're on. Look, we got Kevin. Kevin from Christoph is on. Brian McGuire from Oliva is already on.
All our pals are on.
Bruce Stark, our new Andre guy who keeps
Bruce.
Wow, I'll tell you. Looks like we're starting off a good year.
Yes.
Right.
So
well, let's not tell him.
No, I gotta tell him. Yeah, well, what are the little things we're going to do? Maybe every show, but, depending on, what we get. But we're going to actually review a little more cigars this year,
Yeah, you think so?
I think so. Yeah, we're looking at a lot of cigar people, and, hopefully we'll get a lot more cigars, and we'll talk about it on the show. And
I have no problem with a lot more smoking.
Smoking is good.
I love it.
Absolutely. And, we're going to definitely have a lot more guests in the industry, not only pipe carvers or people like Alan Gold from Lotus and Terry. They send in us items that you need for a cigar or a pipe, and there's going to be a lot of surprises. We're still going to
have the girl from the Bada Bing, though, right?
Well, the Bada Bing's always going to be here. At least it's in my mind. You always got to have a Bada Bing.
That's our mainstay. We can't get rid of the Bada Bing girls.
What's that?
That's our mainstay. We can't get rid of the Bada Bing girls.
No, I'm still finding the right one.
You guys are stuck 20 years ago. I don't know about you.
20 years ago. Oh, that's right. You're going to the New Gentlemen's Club. What's that
That's right.
What's
Very swanky.
What is it? Musky? Spanky.
Swanky.
Hello, Cody. Welcome back, everyone.
Spankies.
Anyway, again, welcome back. We have an exciting guest tonight, and can't wait to bring them on. But we hope you all had a wonderful New Year's and holidays, and
as best you could anyway, because it was a disappointment for just about everybody this year. I mean, it's tough not having large gatherings, and a lot of family members, of course, couldn't join us, and it was a tough one. It
was, but it is what it is. So we have to move on.
Absolutely. So let's keep on smoking.
We'll keep on smoking. As usual, folks, I always say, get yourself a paper and pen, write down information or notes or stuff that you guys can think of while on the show that you want to ask us. And you can always write to us on our, obviously, Facebook page, DM us, or email us at greatlakesmokeshow@aol.com. It's a great way to get hold of us. And again, enjoy, have fun with us, grab yourself a spirit, a beverage, and a smoke. Sit back for at least an hour. And don't forget, at the end of our interview, as usual, we got Cousin Frank hanging out in the tonight we'll say North Carolina freezing his butt off. And he will be giving away tonight, Bob. What do you want to tell them about?
Oh, yeah.
Tonight, one of our sponsors.
One of the winners will receive
RNA Treasures.
RNA
sent
Treasures.
us a beautiful.
This
beautiful.
is really a nice pipe. And this is a beautiful
Oh,
pipe.
wow.
I don't know if you can see
Look
that.
at that.
It's a. Go ahead. What is it?
It's
Nice ball.
oh Calabrese, yeah,
It's a
Calabrese.
Calabrese.
Mm.
Nice, not a big ball, a little bit on the smaller side, but thick, thick balls
Thick
on
wall.
it.
Yeah.
Got a nice bit,
Mm-hmm.
almost fishtails out.
Nice.
Very pretty pipe.
This pipe
So-
could be won, I think, by Pat Pelican. Pat, how you been? Long time no see.
Oh,
How
hey,
you doing,
Pat,
Pat?
how you doing?
Danny from Pennsylvania. How are you, Danny?
Okay.
Long time no see, buddy.
I like what you write, Danny.
Oh yeah, we have to.
So
stay
we
with
can't
that.
go there now.
No, not that kind of a show.
Okay.
But anyway, yes, we got a lot going on, folks. And again, thank you. And listen, we're going to go to our sponsors right now, but we also are looking for new sponsors, of course. Hey, just to keep us going, you know. It does
Somebody's
take money.
gotta pay the bills.
Someone's got to pay the bills and the mail freight. My God,
Yeah,
the prices
yeah,
of
yeah.
mailing and between UPS,
Shipping has
FedEx,
become
post
absurd.
office, you know, it's expensive. It's adding up.
For the wonderful service that we all have.
Oh, yes.
Right, yes.
We got mail at 9:30 the other night. It's a beautiful thing.
I just got a
Wow.
postcard.
Third
That Frank,
class.
I got a postcard yesterday that Frank sent me from 1918.
Bob, that was for your birthday from 1925. Because I know
That's it.
your age.
I turned 30. I remember that.
There you go. There you go. All right. It looks like Bruce did receive his package also that I sent
Oh.
out last week.
What a
So
miracle.
glad, Bruce, that got in fast. Good enough for you.
Wow.
Dave Clark, how you doing, Dave? And great to have you guys back on. Appreciate it. So anyway, again, if you want to sponsor us, so we can help promote your business, your item, whatever you're doing to promote, we'll love to put you on. And a little sample of that right now is we're going to put Kyle and he'll show you how we do one in a way of just a fast read and one that we can go on a record. So Kyle, take it away and show them what we got.
Was he going to speed read?
First sponsor,
Slow read.
Johnny D's Tees Screen Print and Embroidery out of Lake Villa. They are a veteran-owned company that take great pride in their work. Their goal is to not fulfill one order to any given customer, but to earn all future orders by offering the best products at unbeatable prices. Ask the repeat customers, and they'll tell you that our quality is always the highest, while our prices are the lowest. Shop any of their American Veterans collection, and 25% of all proceeds will be donated back to the veterans of foreign wars or the American Legion. Our sponsors are DAV Cigars out of New York. Decades of experience combined with true love and deep understanding of cigars result in the highest level of standard of each DAV hand-rolled cigar. Next sponsor is RNA Treasures out of Tampa Bay, Florida, the last of a legacy. The last inventory from Thomas Cristiano in a warehouse where everything is aged and well kept for all your pipe and smoking needs. And finally, the Chicago Pipe Collectors Club, one of the largest and oldest pipe groups in North America, with the largest pipe show worldwide. Every first weekend in May. Always looking for new members, and if you're interested, please contact via Facebook. And now, back to you, Ron.
And you too can have a little segment here for promotion. We'd love to help you out. So give us a ring and we'll be glad to put that together for you. In the meantime, tonight, folks, we are going to be smoking online and giving an actual review as we smoke to the gentleman who sent us the cigars for review.
And
Now,
we're going to be honest.
we're
'Cause
always
I
honest.
don't lie about this. So,
No.
you know,
Yeah.
you might have to take some lumps. I don't know. We'll see.
Listen, what would we do without? I mean, if we're going to just tell you every single cigar that we smoke is great, 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 we'll lose our integrity. We have to tell it the way it is. So, you know, that's the way it's going to be. Straight out, New York, hard ass, but that's the way it's going to be. But anyway, folks, I
And
want to
there's another
introduce
for the
you,
edit.
the one, the only, a friend of ours, Brad Berko. He is the managing director of EMC, Bahama Mamas Company, out of Charlotte, North Carolina. He's now residing in Arizona, but he's from our homeland.
There you go.
Howard Beach, New York City, baby. Man, how you doing?
How you doing, baby? Bada bing, bada boom.
That's it. And
We're gonna smoke one of your cigars, man. We all got it. It's called the Bahama Mama, and it's called the Barstone Blend. And this
Yeah,
is the
Bardstown
latest-
blend. Well,
Bardstown, Ronnie,
Bardstown.
Ronnie.
Bardstown.
Bardstown.
Yeah,
Bardstown.
Bardstown.
Not Bardstone.
Bardstown.
Bardstown.
Hey, you know.
Oh,
this is not a
Hey.
French celebration.
leave my paisans alone.
Thank you. I'm with you. Let's get them off. Take them off.
All right. Well, first of all, we all have a glass of bourbon here.
Absolutely.
And I wanted to wish everyone a happy, healthy new year. Chinda.
Thank you.
And thank you. Thank you. Wonderful.
That was good.
It was good.
So
This is-
I'm
this is the
smoking
part-
and you're all smoking. I don't know if
This
you can see it. Hopefully you can.
yep.
Yep.
Put a graphic up, but this is Bahama Mamas Company. It's been around for a few years. And we have, thank you. Kyle, you're the best. That's why you're the producer. We've been around for a few years, but we have two cigars in our portfolio. One is the infused Bahama Mamas cigars, and the other one is the all-natural, non-infused LaMiranda cigars. Excellent, excellent. And I came on board October 1st. I've been in the cigar industry for 25 or so years. Like a lot of cigar manufacturers and retail stores and cigar smokers, when COVID first came out, it was difficult, if not impossible, to do business. As a matter of fact, I'm now calling on cigar stores, friends of mine in the Phoenix, Scottsdale, Tucson area, and it's a little scary going out there.
Sure.
Obviously, nobody's wearing a mask because they're all enjoying their cigars. You know, some of the guys have their walk-in humidors where you have to put your mask on and use their soap before you go in. And some have no restrictions whatsoever. But, you know, we all have to do our part to get rid of this damn COVID. So, but, you know, we can keep on enjoying smoking a cigar and enjoying the pleasures of that. And, you know, many times we would be I'd be joining a show like this, possibly in person, but Zoom calls and Facebook, FaceTime, it's the next best thing. I really enjoy it.
At least we can be together. Yeah. And
Yeah.
discuss
Yeah.
things.
At least we can be
I
together.
also got word that the more you smoke and the more bourbon you drink, the less the chances are of getting the corona.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
I
That's all
Salud.
great.
I heard
Look at the-
cigars and bourbon is what kills Corona. So you
heard
got to
that
do your
too.
part.
I'll drink
I'll
to that.
drink to that.
Oh.
Look at this beautiful ash I have here. Look
Oh,
at
there.
this.
Nice.
You know,
Turn around.
nothing
Don't
like a
turn
beautiful
around.
ash.
Nice.
There's nothing better.
Look
There's
at that.
You want to
really-
talk about the cigar that we're
Absolutely,
smoking?
absolutely. So the first cigar we're smoking is the Bahama Mama cigars, and we have four different infusions in the four different cigars. The one we're smoking is the Bardstown blend, Bardstown, Kentucky. It's a bourbon blend. We have a Freeport rum. We have a Madagascar, which is a vanilla. And we have a Braziliana, which is a coffee.
Ooh.
And I really enjoy this bourbon Bardstown blend cigar. It's just fantastic. It comes in 4 or 5 different sizes, and they're a very, very reasonably priced cigar, anywhere from, let's say, $3 to $5.50, $6.
Wow.
Really?
That's
Wow.
nice.
That's
yeah.
decent
Is that an
price.
Arizona price or is that a national?
Well, that's before any taxes.
Okay.
That's before any
Oh.
tobacco tax. Arizona, we have a minimal tax, 22 cents a stick. You guys in Chicago have
Maximum.
Yeah.
A lot more than that.
yeah, North
I think it's-
Carolina is not much.
Right.
That's where we have our warehouse based out of.
Okay.
But The cigars have 4 different infusion. It's made for us at the La Aurora factory in the Dominican Republic.
Mhm.
So immediately, when I say that, or when my salespeople or any of us say that, we have instant credibility with the cigar world, because La Aurora puts out some great cigars.
Yep.
They're not only the oldest factory in the DR, but they're one of the oldest in the world, and they do great work.
That's awesome.
But
That's
and the
awesome.
cigar is all long leaf tobacco, hand rolled. A lot of flavored cigars, especially the smaller ones, use chop filler, but ours is all long leaf, and the wrapper is what gets infused.
Okay.
And they sell very well. It gives everybody a great alternative to some of the more expensive infused and flavored cigars. I like to describe this cigar as a subtle taste of the infusion. And we were talking about that before the show started.
Yep.
It's not overwhelming to the smoker, and it's not overwhelming to the 3, 4, 5 guys and gals that are sitting next to you. And so I really like that about it. It's got a sweet cap.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's real easy to smoke. And like most of you, like probably all you guys and most of the cigar smoking public, we really don't primarily smoke infused or flavored cigars. We like real tobacco. And this cigar has got really tobacco taste. That's what you're really tasting.
Yeah.
It's delicious. I'm not going
It
to
is.
lie.
Yeah.
It is delicious.
As you said, this is not something I would normally buy.
Right.
Because I don't buy stuff that's got added flavor. I like tobacco. But this is very good. The notes are very subtle. As soon as you put the cigar to your lip, you get that bourbon taste. And again, you get the tobacco flavor, and you get just that suggestion of something else. It's a great mix, perfect balance, really is. If anybody doesn't like infused cigars but likes a little bit of something, once in a while after dinner, whatever,
Recommend it.
I would highly recommend this.
This is
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
We tried the other one too last
Let's
night.
stand this one, and then we'll talk about that one.
Or what I was going to say, both of them have the same,
Taste on it.
the same
Qualities.
feeling.
They have the same smoking qualities.
Yeah,
They're
it's
very
great.
subtle, but they leave the mouth and the palate where you're feeling like you've just enjoyed a sip of bourbon. Look, you know me, I'm a lightweight, so a sip is all I can really handle. So this works right down my
Delicate flower? Are you a delicate
I'm a
flower?
delicate flower. Look at behind me. I'm delicate with the leaves back here. You know.
Frank, I'm going to have another sip.
Yeah, so what?
Hey,
Salud.
salute.
There you go. Salud.
Salud.
Yeah,
And
I
when
would
we
say,
said the toast Chindan earlier, that's Italian for 100 years.
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
That
It's
is.
a wonderful toast.
Yeah. I
But,
would.
the cigars are subtle, but the things that I love in a cigar, and I've been smoking cigars for probably 45 or so years. My dad introduced me to it. He was also a big pipe smoker, but he loved his cigars. And he took me when I was probably about 18 or so to the Nat Sherman cigar store.
Oh yeah.
And it was on 5th Avenue and 50th Street.
I know where it is.
I'm sure you guys,
Where it
Ronnie,
was.
Rob, you
You
remember.
mean where it
Pop
was?
on out there.
It's gone. It's gone now.
Oh, that's the
Close down
townhouse.
there.
You're talking about the townhouse is gone.
Oh, right. Yep.
Nat Sherman's gone.
Mhm.
Okay, but at one time there were
first
so many
introduced-
tobacconists in New York. I mean, you had Wally Frank, you had Wilkie, you had Dunhill. The list goes on and on. I mean, with so many that you could just spend, which I did, many Saturdays just going from one place to the next.
Yeah, that was the good old days.
They certainly were.
Yeah.
They certainly were.
But some of the characteristics that I enjoy in a cigar and have to have is the first thing and the most important, it has to have a good draw.
Yes.
Because if
And
you
it
don't have a
does.
good draw, you can't tell anything about a cigar.
That's right.
All right.
Got a great
And I like an easy draw, and I don't like to be like a Hoover vacuum sucking on that cigar. That's ridiculous.
That used to be Frank.
Yeah.
Right. And the second thing, like you were showing, is a nice even burn.
Yes.
A cigar that burns evenly,
Look
and
at
then
this.
you don't have to relight a whole bunch of times.
This is elegance and beauty right here. Look at that.
Right there, Frank. Beautiful. Right under.
That's a beautiful ash.
It
Yeah,
really is.
she's got a very nice ash, no doubt.
She does. She does. She's bending a little because I'm getting a little wind.
Well,
Don't they all?
They bend. They always have a little bit of a
You bend
bend.
them over, they do send me. Hey,
She's
Kerr,
bending
Henry
right.
is listening. What's up, Kerr? How you doing?
yeah.
Yeah, I would
But,
say this cigar has been pretty good. The only thing that I'm fighting is that as far as we are in shipping, I am noticing, unfortunately, a little cracking through the wrapper here. But you know, it could be done. Just it had to travel pretty far to get to me. So
Well, it's dry.
yeah.
It's a little dry.
That's a big problem, especially this time of year. With today, with COVID and the vaccines being shipped and everybody shopping online. So we try to ship 2 to 3 days priority mail, but it's like 7 to 10 days.
Exactly.
And that's very, very difficult.
That's
Yeah.
if you're lucky.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's like a lot of cigars. I mean, I love smoking Arturo Fuente Opus X. I find if I leave it in the humidor for a year, it smokes great.
Mhm.
Our cigars, I like to tell our tobacconists across the country, leave it in your humidor or what have you for a couple weeks, and then, go out and sell it proudly. You won't have any problems.
Yep.
Yeah, I put this in my humidor yesterday morning, and it really had a nice effect on it already. It cooked it a bit, and it's nice. I mean, it's just proper.
Well, just like Gary Lane says, he goes, when he gets shipped cigars in, he keeps it in a humidor for a minimum of 3 months before he smokes.
Well, I'm not.
Yeah.
As it cooked.
Yeah, I don't put it in for 3 months. I'll do it for like 3 or 4 days easily.
Bob doesn't have the patience to
I don't have the
No.
patience. No.
Yeah, not many of us have the patience. I mean, when we buy that cigar, we want to smoke it. So give it a few days in your personal humidor. Give it,
You should have at least a few cigars in there already that you can, work on,
Sure.
and we'll let those cook a little bit.
yeah. Unless you're living in South Florida where it's like 70 degrees and 70% humidity on a year-round basis, you're like living in a humidor.
Yeah.
Put it in the humidor and let it humidify. But I'm glad everyone else is enjoying it. And Kyle, sounds like you're enjoying it.
It is. It's a good
wrap.
cigar. It is. I mean, it's just minor cracking, but that just comes from the shipping and the dryness. I mean, I did put it in my humidor as soon as I received it. It's just one of those things. It just needs to sit a little bit longer. But I would definitely compare this as a more subtle than a major brand. It starts with an M. I won't say competitors on this show, but it's very.
It ends with a mark.
It
starts with an M and it ends with a mark.
But it's very,
absolutely
very comparable to this, and I enjoy this one better.
I think it's better.
Yeah, I
think it's
like this
better.
one better.
Zero. I mean Zorro.
Mark and Zorro. Yeah.
Well,
This is better.
a lot of people that have never smoked a cigar before, and I owned a cigar store for 9 years, from 2009 to like 2017 or 18. And, when people come in, a lot of them are asking for guidance. What do you recommend? Even guys like myself, I'll go into a humidor in a new store that I'm visiting and ask the tobacconist, well, what do you recommend? What do you have? Because, you go into a humidor at a cigar store, they at least have 300-400 facings. Some have 1,000. It's crazy. It's like going to the buffet at the Bellagio. And I know all of you guys can appreciate that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But
Ronnie
any-
appreciates it the most.
yes, yes, yes.
I will admit.
I'm definitely part of that tribe. Don't worry. And the thing about going into a humidor at different stores, I can always, and I don't care what sort of cigar snob there is, I can always find the cigar either that I've never smoked,
Yep.
Sure.
cigar that I know I like, but I haven't smoked in a long time. And I'm always willing to give boutique brands like our Bahama Mamas company a chance.
Right.
And I love boutique brands. I mean, I love seeing everyone get along and get together. I want everyone to make money. You know, the Phoenix, Arizona marketplace is the #1 marketplace in the country for retail cigar stores. There's
Wow.
like per capita here than anywhere else in the country.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
don't know
No.
that
It's
at all.
located like 4 or 5 blocks. I mean, not 4 or 5 blocks. I was located 3, 4, 5 miles from about 5 other different cigar stores.
Whoa.
We're all asking, everybody would ask, well, how do you compete with this one or that one? And I always say, I'm only concerned with the 4 walls that I have.
Right.
I mean, there's only so much you can control. And
Oh.
whenever a person came in, I would assess their cigar smoking history or lack thereof, compare them with a cigar.
Right.
How close
Oh.
is Zeal from you? You were just did a little interview with Zeal Lounge.
Yes.
Where's that? Because it looks like he has a good thing going there.
Zeal Tobacco is or zealcigars.com and his cigar store. It's Brad Reith, who's been a friend of mine for, I don't know, 10, 15 years. He's been a retailer, and now he has his own cigar store. He has his own online, and God bless him, because I went in and sold him, and he smoked the cigar with me, and immediately that day put in a very large order, well over 5 figures.
Nice.
And 2 weeks later, he called me up and said, I want to double it. They're selling so well.
Oh,
Wow.
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 So, you know,
That's
it's
great.
really good. And we're an aggressive company. I just hired on as of January 1st, a gentleman, Doug Kaufman, to go out to large cigar distributors, online retailers, chain stores, etc., across the country. We have a full-time salesman in Florida, Ray Granja, and we're about to hire another 3 people. I'm looking for somebody in Atlanta to cover the Southeast. I'm looking for someone in Texas to cover just probably that state, maybe New Mexico, and somebody in the Midwest, Chicago and what have you.
Ooh.
So,
Hey.
okay, if you guys or any of your listeners know of anyone, my email is Brad, B-R-A-D, at Bahama Mamas, that's plural, cigar.com.
Okay.
And I'd love to talk to you, because we're looking to make this company great and do some wonderful things. You know, I've been a big fan and friend of Gabby Caffey, Dr.
Oh,
Caffey.
yes.
Oh,
Yes.
You guys probably know with
You
his
got
Caffey
Gab, you got
1901.
Bird.
One of
You got
one of the
Orban.
best people around.
Yes. So the first thing I did when taking over this company October 1st is we joined the Boutique Cigar Association.
Yep, good
No.
move.
4, 5, 6 years ago, I started talking to Gabby, because he would bounce ideas off me, because, you know, I like to toot my own horn. I really do, but I don't like to say it.
The Italian horn.
You know, I've been in the cigar industry for 25 years. I've been in marketing promotion all my life. And we talked about it, and I thought it was a great idea. So immediately we joined. And as a matter of fact, when I had my Scottsdale Cigar Club, the retail store, we were the first retailer in the state of Arizona to bring in his cigars. And it was very unusual, because I'm an aggressive type of person. I heard about his cigars or read about his cigars. So I called him. He never called me. I called him. And I said, Gabby, I've heard great things about your cigars. I've heard great things about you. send me some samples, send me the price list. I want to sign up right away.
Nice. You did a good move on that one.
Yeah.
And it was very easy to sell a Cafe cigar. Back then, he might have only had 5 or 10 different facings, maybe not even that many. Now he's got 49.
Yeah.
But, we hope to do the same thing. That's why I joined the Boutique Cigar Association. Enjoy that. And, just like you guys, I love this business. I love this industry. I love going to work every day.
It is a
And
lot
how
of
many
fun.
people
That's
can
awesome.
say that,
Yeah.
right?
I've got one of our listeners and a friend of ours. Gary wants to know, when he's up here in the Chicagoland area, he wanted to know is where and how he can get your cigars. Is there
Well-
anything up here in this area at all yet? Or
We don't
how
have.
does someone get your cigars? What is your website? How do they, everyone, that's why we always say everybody get their pen and paper to take down their notes. Gary, if you're listening, this is the information from Brad.
Well, the first thing, we don't have anyone in Chicago and Illinois yet. We haven't really attacked that area as yet. We will. But I would call up Brad Reith or go on his website, zeal.com or zealcigars.com. That's it. And he's got great deals. But we're starting to put them out to lots of different retailers, and we're looking for more. And I tell you what, if any one of your listeners know of a retailer that we can put our cigars in and we get that account, I'll personally send you a box of cigars.
But I'll tell you this,
Hey,
what
we
if
might know somebody.
we might know a
have
few.
people-
We might know a
what-
few.
All this is
We
done
got a
in
guy. We got a guy.
We got it. We all have a guy.
We'll do a cigar event here in the area for you. And we've got a few lounges that we're really tied into. And we'll have you come up and we'll put together a cigar event along with this podcast to get you going, try to get you in here in the meantime.
Would love to do that. I don't even mind coming up in the winter. It's fine.
No.
No. Nah, yeah.
Come on.
Oh, yeah, maybe the end of winter.
The end of winter, which is June.
Yeah.
So that's for Bob.
July 4th.
I have to be able to bring my golf clubs.
Oh,
Yeah,
there
yeah.
we go.
Oh,
Come
well,
to
then go with
Florida.
Frank.
Come to Florida, come to North Carolina. We can play golf. Hey, look at
Next
this.
time I'm in North Carolina, our warehouse is in Charlotte. I don't know where you are.
I'm in Wilmington. Well, in
Okay,
North
not too
Carolina.
far. I'd love to look you up.
Yeah. Hey, check this. Look at this. Look at this smoke right here.
Oh,
I
look at
have
that.
nothing left.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm getting there.
Hey,
The
there you are.
ash is taller than what I have left. This is incredible.
It's taller than your hairline.
Well, that
Oh, yeah. and it's taller than something else. It's third leg. I don't
Oh,
know.
Bada
hey.
bing, bada boom.
What size is this cigar available in?
It's available in 4 different sizes. A Gordito, which I love. It's a 4.5 by 54, sort of like a nub. A Toro, which is a 6 by 54, a little bit fatter than a normal Toro. A Robusto 5 by 48, and a Petite Corona, a 4.25 by 42.
we're smoking the 5 by 40.
Coronas, as you guys know, are like
Yeah, this is the
5
Gordito.
inches, 5.5 inches or so.
Yeah.
But our Petite Coronas in that size, they also come in 4-packs. You know,
nice.
4-pack of the Madagascar, 4-pack of the Bardstown, what have you. And I call them a great dog walker. You know, you go out with your dog for 10, 15 minutes, the cigar's done. Or in your case, in Chicago or the cold weather, Wisconsin, what have you. You know, you sit in your garage for 15 minutes, that's it. It's done.
Now I got a
New
heater
York,
out there.
it's
We're
a
good.
Smoke waiting for the bus, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I haven't waited for the bus since junior high school.
Yeah. No, I put a heater out in my garage. We're good. So I'm good to go.
Brilliant.
No, this is.
But,
I'm enjoying this cigar immensely. This is very, very good. I definitely buy this cigar.
Oh, this is a definite. This is a buy now, smoke now, buy more, smoke then, and you know I could smoke these daily.
I'm going to
Yeah.
give
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm
See,
enjoying
we
it.
rate our cigars by labels. So a number 5, Frank, has who on it?
A number 5, we probably have a Churchill.
A
It has
Churchill.
Winston Churchill. This is a cigar that everyone should smoke.
Yeah, you know what? I kind of like this here. You know, what's the next cigar under the Churchill? A 4. Do you remember?
I don't know. Now
That's
you're
a Groucho.
Groucho.
It's a Groucho.
We got Groucho. We got
Groucho.
Churchill. We also have
George Burns.
we have a Burns,
The
and
number
then
3.
Colombo.
sometimes when you have a cigar you're not sure of, it's a Colombo.
That's a mystery one.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought that was number 3 and the Colombo was number 1.
Yeah, Colombo is always he's questionable. So some cigars you smoke, you're not sure. So he's always like, I don't know. It could be this.
You got to watch out when that Colombo gets whacked.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He might have a cigar in his mouth too. I don't know. He might keep things going there.
You
They won't
never
find
know.
out.
But I don't know if you've ever heard this story. I like to tell it. There was a former cigar executive, a fellow paisan. His name was Dick DiMiola. He was the executive vice president in like the early to mid 90s of Consolidated Cigar Company, which is now Altadis.
Okay.
And, as you guys probably know, Cigar Aficionado first came out at the end of 1992. And the first part of 1993, my friend Dave Zeplowitz, who had the Dave Cigar Show, the General, he no longer has the show, but, Dave's the guy that started all of the cigar radio and the podcast and all that sort of stuff. So Dave had on Dick DiMiola on the show, and they were talking about the ratings or the reviews in Cigar Aficionado. So Dave, the host of the radio show, asked Dick, the cigar executive, so Dick, how do you rate your cigars? And what do you think of Cigar Aficionado's ratings? And I have nothing against Cigar Aficionado. I love them. I thank them for starting me in this business. And all of us, we all have to be thankful to them. But Dick DiMiola said, Dave, I see cigars described as leathery. Have you ever smoked a part of your leather couch? And I see cigars are reviewed as woodsy. Hey, Dave, you ever smoke a piece of wood? So Dave finally says to Dick DiMiola, he says, well, Dick, how do you rate cigars? He goes, I have 2 easy ways to rate a cigar, which I go by today. Cigars that I like and cigars that I don't.
There you
go.
There you go.
There you go. There you
How
go.
easy is that?
Yeah,
It's as
Good
easy as
and
it
bad.
that works. That's the best one.
Because if you look at the reviews of all of these cigars,
Yeah.
and you guys are much more sophisticated when it comes to the tastes and the palates. But if you look at the reviews, it's almost like every cigar there is infused. It's got a chocolate taste or a cocoa taste or a.
Yeah, some of them are so far out there, it
Well-
tastes like a cookie dough or, come on. What are we smoking or we eating here,
I love when they say a cigar has got a manure taste
Oh,
or grassy
I'm
taste.
running out to buy that one.
Yeah. No,
It's
no
like a
no
bale of
freaking
hay.
way.
Oh, man.
Well, I think I could speak for the 4 of us. I would say, as far as our number, we're giving you a number 5.
This is
Getting
a
it
5.
church.
5 out of 5.
This
God
is
bless you
delicious.
guys.
Delicious smoke. I'm
it-
enjoying this.
It's like one of our friends here online, Dave Clark, because I do not smoke infused flavor cigars, but this is the exact cigar, is the exception. I really enjoy this Bradstown blend.
Bardstown.
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 Yeah.
Don't worry, Ronnie will get it at some point. At
No,
some
no,
point,
he won't.
He will get the
When
pronunciation.
No,
I'm
he
ready to
doesn't.
kick over, then I'll have all my words correct.
Yeah.
We call it, Brad, we call it Ronnieism.
Yes.
Ronnie,
Yes.
He's from Jackson Heights. I understand.
Yeah. You give him a pass.
I'm from Howard Beach. We're a little bit more up.
Oh,
I'm from Jersey. We're the next town over.
Hey, Jersey, that's where we bury the bodies.
We grew up next to Shea Stadium. What else I can tell you? You know,
Nothing like the good old Mets.
I love my Mets. I love my Mets.
Well, the Yankees are the better part, but that's part of the Bronx.
Yeah, the Mets are almost like your Cubbies. Oh my God.
Well, yeah.
So going back to what we said earlier, none of us really smoke flavored cigars. We like natural. We like the taste of tobacco. But this, I recommend it. I think it's a delicious smoke, and it's very, very subtle. Like we said, you will not say, "Oh, it tastes just like." No, it's a cigar.
Absolutely.
And it just got a little bit of suggestion of flavor of something.
Right.
But
You know, the sweetness on the cap is more prevalent
Yes.
infusion on the filler.
Yes.
Yeah, because as soon as you put it to your lips, you get it right away. You know?
That's
And,
one
it's
thing.
almost like, I don't know, you guys have probably smoked the old Baccarat cigars.
Yeah, I remember.
yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Sweet tips.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it was just a sweet tip. There was no infusion
Nothing
whatsoever.
else.
And it was a great cigar for a new cigar smoker, women, you know, somebody that just didn't like the tobacco taste because it had a sweetness. This cigar, once you get past the cap, it tastes like tobacco.
Yep.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I'm looking forward to trying the other ones. So far, the two that I smoked were exquisite. I really have
very good.
Let's
The
talk
other
about
one-
the Madagascar.
The other one, I assume it's maybe because it was, you know, I have them sitting next to one another. But when I took it out of cellophane, the first thing I got was a suggestion of coffee bean. And as I lit it up and smoked it, I got, to me, it was a little bit of a coffee bean and a slight vanilla to it. But again, very, very subtle. I mean, I had to sit and concentrate on it, but from beginning to end, a wonderful, wonderful smoke. I would like that cigar up my morning coffee or having dessert after dinner. I mean, it's just so complimentary to being paired with something else too. It's great.
It really was.
And this
I'm
cigar,
impressed. I'm very impressed with these.
and this cigar here doesn't get hot. Like, I mean,
No,
I've had
not
some
at all.
cigars.
No.
It gets really
It's
hot
nice
on
and
your
cool.
tongue.
Well, you lost your ash, Frank.
But it's
Well,
it's,
finally, I mean, I had to get rid of it. It would have felt.
Look at that. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful ash.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
beautiful. Well, you know, the one thing that I really appreciate about these Bahama Mamas cigars, as I do with our LaMiranda cigars, which we'll talk about next, the burn is very even.
Yes.
You hardly have to relight it.
At all.
No
Fantastic.
relights. No relights at all. And
Right.
I have my Alan Gold lighter right here. Hello, Alan. You just jumped in. Look at that.
Hey, Alan.
Got you,
I
Alan.
got your lighter right here too, right here.
Hey, I got your lighter right here.
Yeah.
I got you, Lana.
That and the coffee. That's right. Dave.
Alan,
Coffee.
you're talking about Alan Gold from Lotus, aren't you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, great guy.
Absolutely.
He is. Wonderful man. Indeed.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of
But-
the people, the same people that we know, for sure.
You know, that's the wonderful thing about our industry. There's a lot of great relationships, and it's all about relationships. And this industry is very, very true of that. And even the families that have been around the cigar manufacturing world, like the Fuentes, Padrones, Olivas, they all welcome in new cigar manufacturers, and you know, they're just looking to spread the word of cigars, as I have always been about. That's what I'm about. I love to spread the word. And back when I had my retail store, I created the first and only cigar radio show in the state of Arizona. It was on an AM station. It was called the Best Damn Cigar Show.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, that was
Nice.
you?
That was me.
They still have AM radio?
7.5 years every Sunday from noon to 1. And I would have different cigar retailers come on the show. And either at my retail store or their retail store, and they would say, "Hey, Brad, why do you want me on your show? You're a competitor." And I go, guys, no, you're thinking small picture. The big picture is we want as many people as possible smoking cigars. And when they're near you, they'll go to your store. When they're near me, they'll go to my store, etc. And that's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
You said spread the word. I say spread the joy.
Right.
Is that
I
what
agree
her?
with you 100%.
Is that her name, Bob? Was that her name, Joy?
Joy. Yeah, and she was a bundle.
Hey, watch out. That's my wife's middle name.
Oh, hey. Oh.
Hey, bada bing, bada boom.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Hey.
Salud.
So what are we smoking next? Pretty soon.
That's
I'm
what I was
touching
just
my
going to
thumb.
say.
Oh,
Did a great
Are
job
we going to
before.
go for an all-nighter here or what?
Let's go with the Bahama Mama Freeport rum.
Oh, that's what you
Ooh.
want to smoke next? Okay.
Yes.
Let me go.
Let's
Let me go
with the
get it.
rum. Let's stay with the
Okay.
Bahama Mama stuff because
Are we
that
going
is
to do
good
that
stuff.
now, or are we going to do
So
it
it's
at
finished. No, we'll
another
do that.
show?
No, well, by that time we get more.
Hey, look, Frank
No,
disappeared.
this Freeport rum is a delicious cigar, just like the Bardstown. And I'm using my nothing against Alan Gold, but this Zycar V cutter is the best cutter, yes, I've ever had. The best.
Yes,
You
they
could
are
use
good
it
cutters.
on any flat-headed cigar. You could use it on any shaped cigar, etc. And it just puts, I don't know if you could see that. It
Oh,
puts
yeah.
a beautiful cut on the cigar. And I don't know if you guys noticed this. When you're drawing in on your cigar, do you have any loose tobacco come into your mouth? Because I know.
No.
No.
Right.
It doesn't crush it. It's a perfect cut.
But
Right,
we also
right.
have from Alan Gold Vertigo, the Big Daddy. That's an 80 ring.
An
Nice.
80 ring?
Yeah, here it is. That's an 80 ring.
That's pornographic.
Yeah, it really is. That's
Too sorry for Bobik.
Hey,
That's for the that's
if you want
handy,
to smoke salsich.
that's the handy moil they call it. The handy
Oh, the handy moil. Don't call them moil if it's a goyle.
I think I heard that on Seinfeld. But yeah,
I just lit up the Freeport rum.
Mm.
got it already.
You know, once again, it's got the great sweetness on the cap. I really appreciate that. I enjoy that. You know, I'm sure you guys have smoked cigars. I'm not a spice guy. You know, I mean, my mom never even used pepper when she would cook. Everything was bland.
No, I like spices.
My wife loves Tabasco sauce, but I still can't do that. And a lot of cigars that you smoke are overwhelmingly spicy when you first draw on it for the first
peppery
2-3 puffs. When you draw on any of these Bahama Mama cigars, you get that sweetness on the cap, which is delicious.
Well, I've taken this down pretty far right now. I don't know if I can hold on to it much longer.
I took mine
you got
down
your
to my
roach
finger.
clip?
But I mean, this is pretty small right now, and it is wonderful all the way down.
No,
And it's still smoked perfectly cool. No hot spots in it, nothing. This was great.
That's
Really.
fantastic. Yeah, when it burns your fingers, that's when I suggest putting it out.
Yeah, which is about now.
You
Now
suggest.
That's when you get your poker and you start smoking it through the poker.
Yeah, I've seen some of these companies or some of these people that have these pokers.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
but
have one of them.
to me, that's not a way to smoke a cigar.
No, but it's good in case you got one that's a little bit on the hard draw, and you can open up the drawer a little bit, you know.
Well, that's if you don't want to put it down either because it's so
Is
good.
that this one now?
Yes.
I remember years ago, back when I had my retail store, I saw somebody, not in my store, use a toothpick.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
And the head of the cigar, the cap of the cigar. And I showed my manager, who's, you know, Paisan, Valentine Bongiorno, also from Long Island.
Okay.
And before I know it, he's got a dozen, what you would call it?
Toothpicks?
No, toothpicks, yeah. He's got a dozen toothpicks on every table. I go, Val, you don't want people smoking cigars to the end. We want them buying new ones.
That's true. That's true.
In the 60s,
But this
they used to have
Freeport
something
rum,
called-
this
they used to have
Freeport
something-
rum, just like the Bardstown blend, it draws great, it burns great, it's got a very subtle taste to it of the rum.
Yeah.
I don't know, you guys, like I said, have got much more sophisticated palates than I do. So I
Oh,
don't,
you can smell it as soon as you open it up.
Yeah.
Very, very nice smell. Is this Cuban rum or
no,
Puerto
Freeport.
Rican.
Freeport?
Bahamas.
That's why the Bahama Mama.
Bahama Mama.
All ties in.
That's what we try to convey with the Bahama Mama, is like smoking on the beach, looking at the sunset, you know, taking it all in. You know, it's a pleasurable time.
Yeah.
Oh, it certainly changed my palate. Wow. Yum.
And it's a cigar, like you guys have said, that you could smoke morning, noon, or night.
Right, exactly.
And it doesn't put out that like potpourri smell.
No. You know,
Well,
sometimes we're sitting at the lounge and somebody will light up one of those other cigars.
Yes.
And I'll tell you the truth, it's like I can feel my nose hairs starting to fuse just from the smell. It nauseates me. It really does. It's like, how can you smoke incense? I mean, what is the whole purpose of that?
And yet they're the number one cigar company around.
Yeah, what's strange? I don't get it, but
Yeah.
this is nothing like that.
Right. I burned incense in the 60s from going to Greenwich Village
So did I.
with my blacklight posters.
Uh-huh.
You guys
Ever
might
since
know
I-
each other,
ever
but I don't
since I
think you
was like-
remember.
I think I met you at the Cafe Wa a couple of times, right?
Yeah, I might have saw you on the A train.
Yeah. Actually, I was using the F train or the E train coming in.
Oh my God.
You know what? It was positively 4th Street.
So, Brad, what is the wrapper on this? Is it a
It's
Sumatra?
a Sumatra wrapper.
Yeah, that's what I
The
thought.
Sumatra wrapper, which La Aurora, you know, is fairly well known for.
Mm.
And it's Dominican fillers and binders, and it's just delicious. And like I said, it's all long leaf tobacco. There's nothing chopped in there. Even the Petite Coronas, a lot of the small flavored brands use chopped filler. Our filler is all long leaf.
Yep.
And you can cut it down the middle and look at it, and I guarantee you, that's what it is.
Another,
Well, I'm enjoying
another
it.
great
I
song.
like it. I like it. Another winner.
Another
Yeah.
winner.
Another
Yeah.
winner, man. Yeah.
And even though it's subtle, this rum blend distinguishes itself from the sweeter bourbon blend.
Right.
Yeah, it's completely different.
Yep.
I should call my wife inside and make her bring me out a glass of rum.
What's your favorite rum?
Where's Joy now? Joy.
Yeah, right?
What,
Where is she when I need her?
hey,
Let's go with
hey-
my bourbon.
hey,
but,
Brad, what's your favorite rum to go on?
Oh my God. Well, right now I'm drinking the Four Roses.
Ah, nice. Single
Four
barrel.
Roses. I love it. I love the Maker's Mark bourbon, especially their aged cask bourbon. You know, I mean, I'm really a single malt Scotch drinker. I love single malt Scotch, but
Very good.
bourbon is the next best choice.
Oh, the smoke. That rum, he just blew it. My God, what an aroma.
Yeah, I
That's
mean,
delicious.
the room note is just fantastic in here. So great.
Good. Well, let me tell you, to get 4 unsolicited reviews of a 5 by you guys, 5 out of 5, it's greatly apprecited.
Yeah.
Well, again, we would tell you, because if you would have gotten that number 1 Colombo, you would have been, you know. How can we
Oh
tell
my
you?
God.
I mean, yeah,
Hey, forget about it. You would have saw the Meadowlands in a whole new
Oh,
way.
yeah. Me and Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah.
we would have had to send our guys to Arizona.
A lot of our
Yeah.
guys are in Arizona.
Yeah, we got Joe Bonanno down in Tucson.
Yeah, well, they're all on WIT Relo.
Yep.
My Blue Heaven. Hey,
Yep.
Jay.
So everybody's got new names, new identities, but you know.
You know, it's funny because Cigar Aficionado, you probably saw it in the recent issue, is all about the mafia.
Oh yeah, you know. I got it.
What mafia?
What mafia?
There's no such
you
thing,
know.
my
What are you
friend.
talking about?
No such
Right,
thing.
right. The Cosa Nostra.
The Cosa
Oh,
Nostra.
well,
such
what's the thing?
Cosa
These are
Nostra.
make-believe words.
But the craziest thing I've ever seen was Sammy the Bull Gravano. And Howard Beach is where John Gotti used to live.
The Hunt Club.
yeah.
We know all about it.
And
That's what
people
Gotti-
today ask me, you know, I'm from Howard Beach. They ask me, well, did you know John Gotti? I go, why the hell would I know John Gotti? You know, only his guys knew John Gotti.
Well, even if you knew him, you're never going to say it.
But his one of his lieutenants, and you know, as everyone knows, was Sammy the Bull Gravano.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
Sammy got witness protection and relocated here to Scottsdale, Arizona.
Yeah.
And the dummy opens up a pizzeria and Italian restaurant. I mean, he should open up a Jewish deli or something.
Exactly.
There you go.
Yeah, get some bagels, you know, some
Yeah.
lox.
Some pastrami.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
know.
I mean, it's all the
pastrami.
same tribe, but and then you know, and then he got arrested with his son for selling ecstasy. I mean,
Stupid.
guy does 30 or so, whatever, if you want to believe, hit jobs, murders, and then he gets witness protection. He's living in Scottsdale, and then he screws up. So I hope he's smoking some good cigars wherever he is.
He's not any different from Henry Hill.
Great movie.
Yeah, oh,
Yes, it
one of the
was.
best, man.
Definitely.
Great movie. It's like I was watching the Godfather trilogy over Christmas.
So did I.
My wife kept bugging me. What the hell are you doing? You must have seen it 100 times.
Doesn't matter.
This is 101.
Exactly.
Exactly. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Frank.
matter. Then it becomes 201 and 301.
Right.
If you happen to know Barry Bones Argento, do you know the name?
I know the name, and I've been with him on Zoom calls with the
Okay.
Cigar Association.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never met him. I mean, I met him online, but I haven't met him in person.
Barry might
Okay.
be somebody that might be interested in maybe moving some cigars for you.
Isn't he up in Syracuse, New York? or
Oh no, he's down in I think Mississippi, is he?
He's in- Yeah, no, he's out in
Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana area.
he's
Yeah,
in
he-
Biloxi. He's in Biloxi.
Biloxi. Okay.
Biloxi.
Oh, Biloxi, Mississippi. One of my clients used to be the Beau Rivage Casino in Biloxi.
All right.
Part
Well,
of
I know
MGM
Barry's
Mirage.
listening, so Barry, if
Does
you're
he know
listening,
Jimmy the Chin over in Atlantic City?
Oh, we all know Jimmy the Chin. You know, as a matter of fact, when I go outside and walk my dog, I put on a bathrobe.
Okay, he knows Jimmy.
I tell you, we can go on for hours.
Absolutely.
we can, and we're almost on an hour right now. So.
Oh my God, forget about it. Should we talk about the other line of cigars that we have?
Yes.
Yes.
If you
do
do, yeah. If you want to
All
move
right.
forward, we could talk about, folks. The other line is La Miranda. And
La Mirada, Spanish for the view.
Uh-huh.
So when you smoke this cigar, it's almost like you get an image of looking at it, tobacco fields, looking at it, the ocean, looking out in your backyard, whatever, and just have a pleasurable experience. But I'm smoking the La Mirada Gordo. All right, it's a 6x60. We actually call it the Gordo Magnifico. There's 4 different sizes. The Corona Gorda, which is 5 5/8 by 46. A Robusto Deseo, which is a 5 by 50. A Toro Reserva, which is a 6 by 52. And the Gordo Magnifico, which is a 6 by 60. I have been a huge fan of the larger ring gauges, not the 80.
Me too.
No, not the 80.
No, not the
But
80.
like a 64 would be the biggest one that I enjoy smoking, but I look
60's right.
by 60. You know, I love tasting the filler tobaccos
Mhm.
because, you know, the rollers and the blenders have much more opportunity to differentiate their cigars by putting so many different filler tobaccos in the cigar. I mean, you can really only have one wrapper leaf. You can only really have one binder leaf, but you can have as many fillers as you want. I think Punch Cigars, is it? Has like 5 different filler leaves, 5 different countries.
Right.
I mean, that's amazing.
It is. It really is.
So this La
That's
Mirada,
quality.
yeah, and this La Mirada is totally not infused. It's a traditional cigar. It's made for us like La Aurora makes our Bahama Mamas cigars. This La Mirada is made at Tabacalera Palma, also in the DR, which is also a very reputable cigar factory. Yoki Blanco is a master blender. And this cigar features a true aged Connecticut shade wrapper. Now, I've been around for 25 years in the cigar industry. I never heard of a Connecticut shade being described as a true Connecticut shade. And what that means is that the leaf actually comes from the state of Connecticut.
Connecticut, right. That's authentic.
Right, authentic. Because as we know, you have all these cigar manufacturers, nothing against them because they all make great cigars. You got an Ecuadorian Connecticut, you got a Nicaraguan Connecticut, you got a Honduran Connecticut, etc. So that's, taking the Connecticut seed and planting it in that country. That's like there's a big myth and falsehood where you read all the cigar manufacturers have in their PR and advertising that their cigar is made with Cuban seed tobacco. Now, it was Cuban seed 5 or 6 generations ago.
Right.
Because the Cuban growers fled Fidel. They went to Nicaragua, DR, Honduras, what have you. They planted that Cuban seed in that country. And it was Cuban seed grown in Nicaragua. But today, 50, 60 years later, that's Nicaraguan seed or
Absolutely.
seed.
I'll tell you, I used to really enjoy driving through the fields in New Haven. And
Right.
Yeah.
Bob, you've never been to New Haven.
I drive through New Haven.
Yeah, Yale University.
Exactly. He didn't go to school there, though. I can guarantee you that.
As a matter of fact, it's really unique, but we've opened up like a half a dozen or more retailers in the state of Connecticut.
Really? Huh.
Okay.
I mean, I think they all really appreciate this true Connecticut shade wrapper, and it's an aged Connecticut shade. And by definition, that means it's aged for 3 years.
Okay.
So
It's like a homegrown for them. It's something that they're proud of.
Yeah. Now, did you have anything to do with the blending?
no,
Okay.
say that right away because I did not. I was not involved in the company a couple of years ago when they did the blending. But Manuel and Noah, the master blender at La Aurora, created the different Bahama Mamas cigars. Yoki Blanco, the master blender at Tabacalera Palma, created the La Mirada cigar. So I don't care how much smoking experience I have, those guys are master blenders. So, you give them the license to go do it and the ability, and they create great cigars.
Now, do you think in the future, as you grow your product line, that you may want to have a little say in the blending? Maybe take a trip to the factory and see what's going on there, and maybe play around with the blend a little.
I've always wanted to do that, and I do that with a couple of local cigar rollers here in Phoenix. But yes, I will be involved in that. As a matter of fact, I'm getting my passport in order to travel to the DR. Unfortunately, the DR with COVID has got a lot of new restrictions.
Right.
So it's like impossible to fly over there right now. And quite frankly, I don't want to get on a plane and travel out of my local area, so to speak.
I don't blame you.
Pretty
But
difficult.
I can't wait to get involved in the blending. I'd love to come up. We want to come up with something a little stronger than this Connecticut Shade LaMiranda cigar. And the milder cigars, the mild and medium cigars, are smoked and preferred by more than 50% of the cigar smokers out there.
Right.
There's only a smaller percentage of folks that really love a strong cigar. I mean, you have to have some hearty lungs. Well, God bless you.
That's Bob and I. We do enjoy those flavor packed, as we like to say, spicy.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you a
Stronger
funny
the
story. I'll tell you a funny story. When I first opened my retail cigar club, I had a guy first come in like 9 o'clock in the morning and ask me if I have any Camacho Triple Maduros. I'm sure you guys remember those cigars.
Oh, yeah.
Or know those
In
cigars.
the morning. Oh.
Yeah. So
He
I
must have
said,
just
yeah,
got off from
absolutely.
work.
We have the Triple Maduro, and he buys it and he sits down and he lights it up. And I'm like amazed. And I go, isn't that a little bit of a strong cigar for this hour of the morning? He goes, it's better than drinking 3 espressos.
Well, there you go.
Well, he's right about that.
So different, as we know in the cigar industry, different strokes for different folks.
That's true.
Absolutely.
Another
And that's
night
why we
back.
have more than 1,000 different cigars out there.
Oh yeah.
What's
But this cigar, just like the Bahama Mama, has got a beautiful draw.
Yeah.
It's got an even burn.
The smoke almost just flows right into your mouth.
It does. It's
You
not
don't
too
even have to-
easy.
Yeah.
It's not too easy. I hate cigars where there's like no filler and you just draw on it like you could whistle through it.
Oh, no, it's not that easy. But I'm saying it's pretty unbelievable how easy
Yeah.
it is.
Aroma is amazing.
Yeah, it's great. The
Again, a
room-
great ash. Another great
Yeah.
ash.
It-
Oh, Frank,
Frank,
is that
just
from
hit
the
that up,
La
man.
Mirada?
This is still the La Mirada, the rum. It's fantastic. I mean,
Oh, that's the Bahama Mama.
Yeah, this is the Bahama Mama.
All
You
right.
just lit that up, man.
Well, Frank, you just lit that up.
You're almost
vacuuming,
done with
man.
it. You're almost done with it.
Well,
Yeah.
Bob, what do you think? I lit mine before you did. I'm sitting here.
Only by a minute. Only by a minute.
Yeah,
You're
but
going back to your old
I was
ways.
just going to say that. He's
You're
going back to
your old ways.
Mr. Vacuum.
listen. You guys are too busy talking. I'm busy smoking. Do you understand?
Forget about it.
Yeah. He's going back to the bellows.
Yeah.
You know, Frank, I understand you. I love smoking my cigars. I don't let it down for more than 30 seconds to a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you let this La Mirada down for a couple of minutes, you put it back in your mouth and it smokes. It doesn't go out. Oh, there you go. You should have dropped that ash beforehand.
I know. I dropped it on my pants, but good thing good thing it's 35 degrees out. It didn't burn my pants.
Yeah.
Didn't burn your pecker either.
These La Miradas, like the Bahama Mamas, are very affordable. They're anywhere from a little less than $6 a cigar to $8 a cigar.
Oh,
Great-
that's
great
not bad
price
at all.
point.
Not bad at
Connecticut
all.
Shade
The price
wrapper.
point is excellent. It
Right.
really is. I really didn't think there was a cigar I could smoke that was at least under $10. I mean,
Right.
Right. You know, and you know, I always find that when I smoke a cigar that is not as expensive as some of the more expensive cigars, it tastes better.
Exactly. And my wallet actually thinks it tastes better too.
Yes.
Yeah. And if you're like most of us and you smoke a couple of cigars a day, it's appreciated.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
I'm still enjoying the hell out of this cigar. Very good.
Yeah. Me
Yeah.
too.
Good. So we'll definitely get another rating on this then. We'll give you a label. Can we wait a little bit?
Please.
Let the people suspense a little bit, given what's going on. How about after
no.
we do the stump the chooch?
That should be enticement to come back next week.
Oh yeah.
We'll finish
Oh,
our
yeah, we
ratings
could
next
do
week.
that.
Well, a lot of people are asking where are we getting, what's going on. So I'm going to go back to you again, Brad. Promote.
Give
How
us
do
that
people
info.
get both the Bahama Mama and La Miranda?
Well, I would suggest going to my friend Brad Reith's website. It's called Zeal, Z-E-A-L, cigars.com. And he's got great deals on these cigars. And, hopefully in the not too distant future, we'll have them in Chicago and Wisconsin, in North Carolina, all over the country. But, it's like anything else. Rome wasn't built in a day, and it takes a while. But now that we got a couple of new salespeople, plus I have a national sales director out of Las Vegas, which is great. And these other 2 salespeople, and then we're looking to hire 3 more. And once again, if anyone out in the audience knows of anyone that's looking for a full-time cigar job, it's Brad, B-R-A-D, at Bahama Mama Cigars, mamascigars.com. And our website is bahamamamascigar.com. So,
You said these were available in Florida, right? Are they in Corona?
not yet, but we're meeting with them in, I think, 2 weeks.
Oh, there you go, Frank. You know where to get them now.
Yeah, because
I
live in near Orlando, so Corona's is a place that I frequent, so that would be great.
What city?
Well, I live in Lake Mary.
Oh, I went to school in DeLand.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's like the neighboring town.
Stetson University in DeLand, near the water.
Yeah, near the water.
The water. Yeah. By the way, where any place in New York?
You know something? We're not concentrating on New York because of the prohibitive tobacco taxes.
Yeah.
And the fact that everybody's leaving New York. So
Yeah. Quite frankly, I don't understand how cigar retailers are making ends meet. I think they have
anybody.
125% tobacco tax. So
Crazy.
the tax is more than the cigar.
No,
Yeah.
what are we here? What are we here?
I don't know.
You're 28?
28%.
Yeah.
So,
We're used to
Yeah.
it.
but this is another state everybody's leaving too. So
Yeah.
Well, 28% as things go is not too bad.
Yeah, Michigan,
fair.
90% Michigan, is it?
something like that. It's crazy. Crazy.
Hey,
Yeah.
Bruce, you're listening. What's the tax rate up there in Michigan? Write it down. Also, Barry Argento wants to know, Brad, if you're going to put your cigars on the PCA Boutique Smokes website. Have you? and
Yes,
Gabby
we're looking
talked
into that. I'm talking with Gabby about that.
about it? All right,
So we're hoping to do that within the next 2-3 weeks.
Nice.
beautiful.
Nice.
Our friends,
From,
with EAV cigar.
Armin,
What's that?
he set us up. Armin set us up with him.
yeah. I know. I was throwing this in there.
I'm all about the bricks and mortar stores.
Yeah.
Because, I was a bricks and mortar store for a long time. And I love supporting small business. And I love to have a place where I can go to smoke a cigar without being harassed. I
Let
mean,
me in my living room.
right. So, but yet again, in today's world, there's so many people buying cigars on the internet with the online stores. And it's a big mistake that retailers are making if they don't also have an online store associated with their retail store.
Yes.
So, that's very, very important.
Well, I think with the virus, a lot of people's eyes were open to that. A lot of people jumped on the internet.
Right. They don't want to go to the cigar store and risk getting the virus.
Right.
I can't say I blame them in all honesty.
It is crazy. By the way, Michigan, Bruce, thanks, Bruce. He said that Michigan is 32% with a 50-cent cap per cigar.
Wow.
That's not bad.
32%.
Well,
That's
good.
not bad. Well, here in
Well-
Arizona, it's 22 cents a stick. So he's got a 50-cent cap. So it's not too bad.
Well, as long as they can keep buying them, for sure.
Hey, look, if you're in California, you're paying 65%.
To smoke
Well, that's why
nowhere.
Everybody's leaving that state too.
And then
Yeah.
you can't even smoke outside.
Yeah.
You can't smoke in your house if you have guests or if you have a maid, a butler, housekeeper, whatever. You can't even smoke while you have a guest in your house.
They're insane over there.
I tell you a story. When I used to be a wholesale distributor, I sold to on-premise accounts throughout the country, I was licensed in 27 states. I sold to casinos like the Bellagio and the Wynn and the Beau Rivage. I sold to golf properties like Pebble Beach Resort. I sold to hotels, and I sold to chain stores. But I would go to Los Angeles, and I would stay at this like Hilton Inn and Suites in Calabasas, which is just outside of LA. It's part of LA County, but it's just outside of LA. And this has got to be 10, 12 years ago. And I'm a regular there at least once a month. And I'm smoking my cigar about 7 o'clock at night out by the pool. Nobody's in the pool. I'm reading my newspaper, smoking a cigar. This older woman, like 75, 80 years old, she comes outside and starts cursing at me to put out the cigar. And when she did that, you know, I'm a nice guy and respectful. I said, lady, get the hell out of here. Because, you know, don't talk to me like that. I didn't do anything. She goes, I'm going to report you to the general manager. I said, go right ahead. So the general manager comes out to me, and I know him because I'm a regular. And he goes, Mr. Berko, I need you to put out the cigar. I go, John, why do I have to put out the cigar? There's nobody out here. Well, you can't smoke a cigar outdoors in Calabasas. I go, you got to be kidding me. Mr. Berko, I'm going to have to call the police if you don't put it out.
Oh, wow.
Well, I said to myself, you know, moron, you're going to be the first person in Calabasas to get arrested. So I put it out. I went to my laptop, went online, and sure enough, the city council a few weeks before that passed a resolution that you can't smoke outside. And what it was, you can't even smoke. I don't know what the law is now, but back then, 10, 12 years ago, if you lit up in your backyard and it went 20 feet to the next door neighbor, you couldn't smoke in your own backyard.
Yeah. You're outside.
Doesn't matter.
No, I understand that.
Well, that's a state full of lunatics anyway, as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
Really. I mean, I don't know how anybody could live there.
Well, that's why Schwarzenegger actually built his own guest house in his backyard and would allow
So that he could smoke.
so he could smoke in the guest house. He had to build his own house and not allow the workers in there.
When he was the governor of California, you probably know this.
Yeah.
He built a tent out of his own money in the courtyard in front of the Capitol, the state Capitol, just so he and the other legislators can go and smoke a cigar.
Wow.
Why didn't they just change the law?
And when you're Schwarzenegger, you do what you want.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He's got the
And
money.
we also, Harry just said that New York is 76% and going up.
Going up.
Oh, yeah. I thought it was 125%, but I'm wrong.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
not too far.
Or maybe New York City's 125% as opposed to the state.
Well, that's going to be
Probably.
a ghost town soon.
Yeah, well, Mayor de Blasio is not doing a great job.
No.
Hey, oh my God.
What a
Surprised he's still there. But that's politics and we won't
We won't get into that. We won't get into that.
Anyway.
If he was a
As much as I
cigar
now
smoker,
want
he'd be a good guy.
Barry, is there anything more that you can promote for either company? Anything else that the people could learn more about?
You mean Brad?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Who
you
you
said
talking?
Barry. I didn't know if you were
No,
talking to Barry or Jen.
he's talking to Barry too.
Over here.
Oh,
He's talking to Barry.
Barry's the guy I want to meet up. You know, you guys talk
No
about
problem.
it. Brad, I'm
But,
sorry.
you know, I don't know about you guys, but the LaMiranda starts off to me, and I'm not a guy, like I said, that ate a lot of spicy foods, but it starts off a little peppery. And, but then it's just like beautiful. And I like to give a cigar at least a half an inch of smoking before I say, you know, put it down or keep smoking.
Sure.
And this cigar, after a couple puffs, it mellows out and it's just absolutely delicious. And yet again, if you're a guy that likes spice, which most people do, this cigar is perfect from start to finish.
I'm looking
Nice.
forward to trying it.
All right, I'll be
Now, is that white pepper or black pepper?
Whatever pepper.
or red pepper.
How about solid pepper?
Solid, there you go. And yes, Bruce, it was another Ronnieism.
Yes. Everybody knows you now. I mean, it's like,
It's they keep coming back, don't they?
I don't know about that.
Yeah, but I don't know if you could see the burn I'm getting in the
Oh,
ass.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, perfect.
Color.
Beautiful.
Look at that. That's perfect.
Yeah, perfect.
That it is.
I
That's
mean,
what you want on every cigar.
and I haven't had a bad one yet.
There you
And
go.
again, one light. That's it.
Yeah.
You don't have
Right.
to relight these cigars. It's
No,
incredible.
I didn't write it not once.
Yeah, it's truly amazing. And like the Bahama Mama, you could smoke this thing morning, noon, or night. You know, even if you're a guy that likes a stronger cigar, this cigar is delicious.
No,
Nice.
I'm impressed with these. Very nice. Very nice.
All
You know,
right.
when I was first hired on and asked to be the managing director by a very good friend of mine, John Gehagen, and he was 20 plus years with General Cigar Company when the Cullmans owned it, and he was the creative director. And he's been in the tobacco industry for 50 plus years. And I've known John for 15, 20 years. So he called me up out of the blue back in September, I'd say, and asked me if I would like to take on the role as the managing director. And I said, John, I really don't know anything about these cigars. Send me some samples because I got to smoke it and I have to like it.
Mhm.
Gotta believe in it.
You know,
Can't
if
sell
I don't
something
like
if
it,
you
I'm
don't
going to
like
tell you I don't like it. And unfortunately, I'm not going to take the job.
Yeah.
But I liked it. I liked it a lot. And I signed on right away and haven't regretted it since.
Good.
Well, that's
Very
good.
good.
I wish you all the luck in 21 on this one and further.
Yeah, and good luck with the expansion. I hope it goes nationwide because they are definitely something that people should get a hold of. No
Yeah,
doubt.
it will go nationwide. And we're starting to do some advertising in some national magazines, not Cigar Aficionado, but
We can
like
afford that on a boutique.
Yeah.
Gotta
yeah,
build
Cigar
it.
Snob and Cigar and Spirits magazine. And by the way, about a year ago, Cigar and Spirits magazine, and once again, it's not Cigar Aficionado, but who is?
Okay.
Cigar and Spirits magazine gave a 90 rating to both our brands,
All right.
Bahama Mama and the LaMiranda.
Nice.
So that's excellent.
Nice.
Well, we're definitely giving
Actually,
you
I was going to give it like a
good
92. So,
Even better.
yeah.
Definitely. Harry, would you like to stay on for the next segment of Stump the Chooch?
Yeah, we got a pipe to give away here.
Brad, would you like to stay on?
You keep saying Barry. Definitely.
Yeah,
I should
stop
just
looking-
answer to Barry. Just call me
Stop
Barry.
looking at
Jeez.
the phone, man. You're
Come
getting
on.
confused here.
I know. And he was waiting because he got me on that. He was staring. I got him on that one.
I'm just happy when you call me.
There was too many B's. Barry, Brad, Berko. There's too many B's for Ronnie.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Very
As they-
confusing.
B&B. Where's
As
that?
they used to say, just don't call me late for supper.
No, I agree with you on that one. Got to be first at the table.
All right, so
Absolutely.
let's go into
All
that
right, so
segment.
going to that.
We're going to give away this beautiful pipe from R&A Treasures. It's Cristiano. Nice pipe. Beautiful briar. Well finished. A little on the small side, but nice bowl. Thick walls. It's a beautiful smoke.
Mhm.
So here we
Yeah,
go.
Here we go.
Let's
So,
get a
folks,
winner.
once again, to the 3 or 4 questions are going to be for us chooches, and then we'll let you know when the question for the crowd is. Kyle will play the music to time you down. The first person to write down the first winning answer on Facebook will be the winner of that pipe. So take it away, Frank.
Hey, everybody. We're back to this day in history. And don't be a chooch like the other folks that are sitting, as I like to say, on the dais. You know, so
Armadeus?
Amadeus. So
Very
on
good.
this day in history, let's see if you guys can figure this one out. Basically, this company raised their wages to $5 per day. What company made this historic pay raise?
What year was
at
that?
1914. $5 per
Ford.
day. raise.
Ford.
Oh, look at who said that.
Me.
The
Ah,
old man
look
that
at
was-
Bob.
He was
Look
born in
at
1900s.
This is a car question, you know.
Unbeknownst
I
to
can show you
you,
the check.
Yes.
Bob
still
Bob
has
was
his
on the
pay
line.
stub.
I
Yeah.
still got my Model T.
Hey Bob, do you know the reason why they made that $5 a day for their employees?
Because everybody could buy a car.
There
Give
you
them more
go.
money.
Ford wanted his workforce to be able to earn enough money to be able to afford to buy a Ford motor car. That was the reason.
Bob, I
Well,
guess you're
it
not
worked
the
until the
chooch.
Edsel came out, but that's another story.
Well, Bob runs between Chooch and Scholar, so he works both sides of the situation. Ronnie is more Chooch than Bob, so we give Bob a pass sometimes. Ronnie not so much.
Oh, hey, what about Kyle? Where's Kyle? Where does he stand? Ooh.
Oh, Kyle is he's borderline Chooch, I call him. he like hovers between Chooch and non-Chooch. So
He's like me.
exactly. So now on this
Yeehaw.
on this day, oh, that's your mating call. So on this date in history, in 1939, this person is actually declared officially dead, although their remains were never found, and the circumstances around their disappearance is still shrouded in mystery. Who is this person?
Lindbergh.
That's
Amelia-
a cheap answer.
Amelia
Earhart.
Earhart. Lindbergh. You see what I got to put up with, Brad?
It's the bourbon. It's the bourbon.
It's the bourbon talking. Exactly.
It's
the
always talking.
Wait a minute. Is that De Blasio or Cuomo?
Giuliani.
Oh.
Oh,
man.
God. All right. Let's go to this one. I think maybe you guys might get this one. I don't know. I doubt it though. On this date in history, 1943, this actress started her first acting role while signed on with MGM. She was 11 years old.
Marilyn Monroe.
No, on this day, her first appearance was in Lassie Come Home. Who is this person?
Wow.
Bob.
Oh,
I have no idea.
1943. She was, okay, I'll give you a hint. She was married to another famous
Shirley Temple.
actor. No, it's a little older than that. Her first name was Elizabeth.
Taylor.
Taylor.
All right. See, I mean, I basically have to give you the answer. So,
Yeah. Did she start with Mickey Rooney too?
Actually, her first.
Black Beauty, no?
she was
but he had a
10.
small role.
She was 10 when she was in a movie called "There's One Born Every Minute."
Wait a
And we
minute.
know-
W.C. Fields said that. There's a sucker born every minute.
Right.
Oh boy! One more for you,
One
dummies.
more, and then because we got Bruce is hot to answer, Barry's online, all these guys are answering. So you got a crowd tonight.
I got a crowd. Okay, listen. Gene Autry had a hit on this date in history. It was the #1 on a
Rudolph the
Billboard-
Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Boom! Look at Bob. He's on fire today.
Dang.
Yeah, he's smoking fire.
Give
Yeah.
him a cigar.
And he didn't want to do it.
No, he didn't.
He didn't
You're
want
right,
to sing it. He didn't want to sing it. His wife talked him into it.
Yeah,
Yep.
and look what it did.
Yeah.
It's actually it's
On the
sold over 8 million copies, and then
Amazing.
it was inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame in 1985.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's it. I got my my cap on and I got my diploma in hand. And we're gonna turn this over to the audience now. But you give them a really hard one, Frank.
Oh, this is a nice pipe. This is a nice pipe.
Cristiano. I mean, you
Yeah.
know, you can't even Cristiano unfortunately passed away, so you're getting a legend here.
Yeah, no, I know. this is going to be one that hopefully we have some folks out there that can figure this one out. I think it
Without
should,
Google
Cristiano Calabrese.
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 I didn't want to.
You didn't want to
Thank
correct
you.
me.
Okay.
Okay.
But play that music, Kyle, and ask that question.
Play that music. White boy.
What?
play that music.
Play that funky music.
Okay, on
Let's
this
ask the
day,
question
it was a
first.
sad day. It really was. This person who became a mayor of Palm Springs in 1988 passes away. And he was revered as a duo. He was the male singer of this duo. And he passed away.
I got it.
And
All right,
it was a
this is for
sad
the
day.
audience, folks. For the audience.
Who is this person? Again, he
I know
became, he before that, he was obviously part of the duo.
Don't give it. They gotta know it.
That's it. You gotta stop there,
It's
man.
easy.
Come
It's
on.
easy. This is an easy one.
I know. Hey, listen, I don't want everybody to be a chooch.
Yeah, but I thought you want to give a hard time. I give away this pipe. This is a nice
Nobody's answering though.
All right, Kyle, play that music.
Nobody's
Got
answering.
it. Bruce Stark. Sonny.
Sonny
Yeah.
who?
Sonny and Cher.
What's his name?
What's his last name?
No.
Oh, well, yeah, well, Bruce did. He's got it. All right, you want the Bruce?
I want the name. His name. Wait,
Tell the last name.
please.
Sonny Bono.
First and last name.
Sonny Bono.
Bruce. Yeah, Sonny Bono. Yes.
There we go. Sonny Bono.
All right,
Guys,
Bruce, I
this
gotta
guy-
send you
Yeah.
another
Wait a
pipe.
second. Bruce said Sonny Corleone.
Congratulations, Bruce,
Look
once
what they
again.
did to my boy.
Oh, All right, we got a winner. Congratulations
Yeah.
again.
I think we're gonna ban this guy because he's winning an awful
I
lot.
know, he's like Andre now.
Yeah,
you know?
Andre. Where is Andre?
He's
Andre-
working a lot. Andre's working a lot.
man.
Who won? Who won?
Bruce Stark. He won
Wow,
the last
Bruce-
week, too.
Bruce
last
got-
week ago.
I hope Bruce sends me a little white envelope. I've been,
Oh, you got that, huh? You're
yeah.
not supposed to tell people that, Frank.
Yeah, payola.
Yeah, a good payola, yeah.
It's
Bitcoin.
called-
Send you Bitcoin. There you go. Yes, he was killed in a ski slope. Yes, he did.
Yes, he
He
was.
hit a
No,
tree.
at the toll booth. At the toll booth.
At the toll
Oh,
at the toll booth, he was hit hard by
Anyway,
Tommy guns.
there you go. Good one, Frank. Good stuff. Brad, I hope you enjoyed the show. And thank you very much for coming on board. Thank you very much for the supply of cigars for us. We look forward to hopefully really seeing you in person and having an event up here.
Yeah, that would be
As
great.
soon as things open up, you let us know when you want to come. We'll set you up with 3-4 different cigar lounges, and we'll get a live show and get you going on that if that works.
Well, we will talk about in the next few weeks. And Kyle, Frank, Ronnie, Rob, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
I've enjoyed listening to your show for months. And, it was a pleasure to be on with you, and keep spreading the word. We need people.
Well,
We are.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thanks for the great review.
Oh no, thank you.
Thank
Hey,
you.
listen,
Well deserved.
if it was a bad smoke, it would have been a bad review. But
He would have left the show an hour ago.
Yeah, this should have been tape delayed.
Okay, tape delay, exactly.
You would have been in witness protection too, you know.
Hey, Kyle, before we go, do you want to tell our people how to listen to us? And we do have something new, of a new way of listening.
Yes, we recently have just added on radio.com as one of our podcast areas you can get us. But the usuals are Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, YouTube, and Anchor.fm, which is our host servers for our podcast shows. But yeah, join us on any of those formats. Subscribe to our show. Never miss a download that you can get on your phone and listen to us on your way into work is the best way to listen to us.
or on your
BBC
way,
dropped us now, right? We're not on the BBC anymore.
the BBC they just dropped us. Yes, because
yeah, I know.
we didn't have bloody.
Hey, Kyle,
bloody-
will you download a link to this show?
It'll be available right away on through our Facebook page. So you can go
Very
back
good,
and
right?
watch it.
Purchase, Kyle?
And then
Purchase.
and then I've got a donation envelope that you can send to me personally.
Very
Yes,
good.
on Facebook, you can see it right away. And as we're downloading newradio.com, Frank he's been on vacation, but he'll be catching us up on YouTube, and you can catch the show 24/7.
And you can get the DVD available now at 46 Fairfield Road. New Jersey.
DVD? Who has a DVD player?
We're actually live from Rikers.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, you'll be.
For $2.99 and a phone call.
You get your pinstripe suit.
Yes.
Absolutely. Brad, once again, thank you. Thank you very much. And a
So
prosperous new year. And
Stay
we'll do
healthy.
that. Stay healthy.
Thank
for
you,
sure.
Brad.
Thank
Talk
you.
to you soon, buddy. Take care.
Ciao.
Grazie.
Brad.
There you go. For the rest of you folks, thank you again. We hope our season premiere was a wonderful, good one. We had a lot of fun with Brad. It was a lot of laughs. And we just basically introduced you to a wonderful cigar line.
Yeah.
And we strongly suggest
You look for it.
get the Bahama Mamas because
Yes.
out of the three so far, each one was just as good as the other. We're rating them in the 90s. Take a look for yourself and enjoy. Till next week, everybody, have a fantastic smoking week.
Take care, man.
Thank you.
Take
Good
care.
night.
Good night,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Bye.